The Metropolitan Police Service, formally and still commonly known as the Metropolitan Police and informally as the Met Police. The Met, Scotland Yard, or the Yard, is the territorial police force responsible for law enforcement in the Metropolitan Police District, which currently consists of the 32 London boroughs. The MPD does not include the square mile of the City of London, which is policed by the much smaller City of London Police. The Met also has significant national responsibilities, such as coordinating and leading on UK-wide national counterterrorism matters and protecting the royal family, certain members of Her Majesty's government and others as deemed appropriate. As the police force for the capital, the Met has significant unique responsibilities and challenges within its police area, such as protecting 164 foreign embassies and high commissions, policing London City and Heathrow airports, policing and protecting the Palace of Westminster, and dealing with significantly more protests and events than any other force in the country, with 3,500 such events in 2016. The force, by officer numbers, is the largest in the United Kingdom by a significant margin, and one of the biggest in the world. Leaving its national responsibilities aside, the Met has the 8th smallest police area of the territorial police forces in the United Kingdom. The force is led by the Commissioner, whose formal title is the Commissioner of Police of the Metropolis. The Commissioner is answerable, responsible and accountable to the Queen, the Home Office and the Mayor of London, through the Mayor's Office for Policing and Crime. The post of Commissioner was first held jointly by Sir Charles Rowan and Sir Richard Mayne. Dame Cressida Dick was appointed Commissioner in April 2017. A number of informal names and abbreviations are applied to the Metropolitan Police Service, the most common being the Met. In colloquial London slang, it is sometimes referred to as the Old Bill. The Met is also referred to as Scotland Yard after the location of its original headquarters in a road called Great Scotland Yard in Whitehall. The Met's current headquarters is New Scotland Yard, situated on the Victoria Embankment. The Metropolitan Police Service was founded in 1829 by Robert Peel under the Metropolitan Police Act 1829, and on the 29th of September of that year, the first constables of the service appeared on the streets of London. In 1839, the Thames River Police, which had been formed in 1800, was amalgamated into the Metropolitan Police. In 1837, it also incorporated with the Bow Street Horse Patrol that had been organized in 1805. Since January 2012, the Mayor of London is responsible for the governance of the Metropolitan Police through the Mayor's Office for Policing and Crime. The Mayor is able to appoint someone to act on his behalf. As of April 2019, the office holder is Deputy Mayor for Policing and Crime, Sophie Linden. The work of MOPAC is scrutinized by the Police and Crime Committee of the London Assembly. These structures were created by the Police Reform and Social Responsibility Act 2011 and replaced the Metropolitan Police Authority appointed board created in 2000 by Greater London Authority Act 1999. The area policed by the Metropolitan Police Service is known as the Metropolitan Police District. The Met was divided into 32 borough operational command units that directly aligned with the 32 London boroughs covered. This situation has changed since 2017, as the Met has attempted to save money due to cuts in funding. There is currently a period of transition which will result in the MPD being divided into 12 basic command units made up of 2, 3 or 4 boroughs. There is criticism of these changes. The City of London is a separate police area and is the responsibility of the separate City of London Police. The Ministry of Defence Police is responsible for policing of Ministry of Defence property throughout the United Kingdom, including its headquarters in Whitehall and other moored establishments across the MPD. The British Transport Police are responsible for policing of the rail network in the United Kingdom, including London. Within London, they are also responsible for the policing of the London Underground, Tramlink, the Emirates Airline and the Docklands Light Railway. The English part of the Royal Parks Constabulary, which patrolled a number of Greater London's major parks, was merged with the Metropolitan Police in 2004, and those parks are now policed by the Royal Parks Operational Command Unit. There is also a small park police force, the Kew Constabulary, responsible for the Royal Botanic Gardens, whose officers have full police powers within the park. A few local authorities maintain their own borough park constabularies, including Wandsworth Parks and Events Police, Kensington and Chelsea Parks Police, Hammersmith and Fulham Parks Constabulary, Havering Parks Constabulary and the Hampstead Heath Constabulary.